In the glowing streets of New York, beneath the towering skyscrapers, a woman was lost in the shadows. Her name was Lisa Carter. At 34, she had once been a young girl full of dreams, but life has a way of pushing people into places they never expected. Lisa had been abandoned by her mother at a young age and raised by an alcoholic father. All her life, she had just wanted to be loved, to feel valued, but fate had always been cruel to her. At 16, she ran away from home, tired of her father's rage, the cold walls, and the endless hunger. She wanted a better life in the big city, but the streets were no place for a girl like her. At first, she worked in diners, cleaned houses, and even tried being a waitress. Money was never enough. She had no place to stay. Then, someone came along, someone who showed her an easier way to make money. And in that moment, Lisa made the worst mistake of her life. At first, she told herself it was temporary, just for a little while and then I'll get out, she thought. But once that world pulls you in, escaping is nearly impossible. She met countless men, walked countless streets. Deep inside, she always hoped, maybe one day I'll get out, maybe someone will save me. But the years passed. Her youth faded away. She had money, but her soul was exhausted. She had become well known in the city, but the emptiness inside her only grew. Could she ever change her life? One rainy evening, she met someone who would change everything. Michael, a doctor, but not just another client. He was different. When he looked into her eyes, he saw something no one else had noticed: pain. For the first time in years, someone treated her like a human being. One night, he asked her a question that shook her to her core. Do you really want to escape this life? Lisa couldn't hold back her tears. In that moment, every buried emotion surfaced. That night, she made the first real decision of her life, but escaping wasn't easy. There were people who didn't want her to leave. She was afraid. She had never been free before. Still, she fought back. With Michael's help, she secretly moved to another city. She started therapy, took on a new identity, and tried to rebuild herself from scratch. The first few months were unbearable. She wanted to give up countless times, but she knew one thing for sure: she could never go back. Years later, Lisa was no longer the woman she used to be. She owned a small cafe in a quiet town. Her past wasn't completely erased, but she had learned to look forward. Most importantly, she had learned to forgive herself. This isn't just Lisa's story. It could be anyone's. Life may push people to their lowest points, but nothing is ever truly over. There is always a way out, a hope, a chance, and most importantly, a helping hand at the right time.